Hi, it's Rachel from Twinkl Home Ed team. Nearly forgot where I worked for then. Twinkl Home Educators is the Instagram title. So, yep, we are about to do another live. We're starting to rack them up now. I did have a slight panic because one of my kids was missing in the house, but I found them in a cupboard eating crisps. So, that shows how well organised we are. Then I'm sure you're having a much better day. But anyway, in a couple of minutes, I'm going to invite Dawn from Educating Dexter and Daisy to come on and talk to us. So if you've got about a minute or so, you can grab a drink of water, probably not make a cup of tea, or grab a biscuit and sit and watch. So let's see, I'm going to invite her now. Let's see. This bit's always so awkward. Right, so I'm sure she'll join us soon. I am a little bit early. It's so sunny outside. I'm eager to get back out as well. So let's see if she comes soon. Otherwise, I have to keep waffling, and that's not a good thing. Oh, here we go. She's coming along. Let's see. Hang on. I'll try and invite her again and see. So if you haven't watched any of these, we've been doing kind of 10-minute timed interview with different home educators. Hi! And trying to get a different view of lots of different home ed worlds around the UK. So far it's only been UK based, but maybe soon we'll go world domination. Hi, Dawn.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I feel like you're the most northern that we've interviewed so far.
I've been called a lot of things, but northern's new. But yeah, I think so.
I mean, to me, from being in the northeast, Yorkshire seems like south.
Yeah.
You're yeah. Me, aren't you? Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of people from the very down south as well. So it's nice to have you with us. Have you had a good day?
So far, yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, yeah. I lost my stand timer, but I did find my digital timer. So I'm going to start it now and we'll get straight into it. So 10 minutes starting now. So tell us a little bit about who you are, where you are, and who you home educate.
Yeah, so I'm Dawn, I'm from Leeds, and I've got Dexter, who's 10, and he's got a whole alphabet of additional needs, but he's got Down syndrome, he's got visual impairment, and quite big mobility issues. So his home ed looks very different to most home ed. And I've got Daisy, who is 6, and she has been home educated since she would have been in reception. So it's just us, yeah.
Yeah, you've been doing it a while then.
With Dexter, we started 4.5 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Expert. So tell us 3 words that describe your home ed.
Chaotic. With the running theme. Organised. We need routine. Everything every day is planned down to the hour. But flexible as well. It doesn't really jive with organised, but we need to be able to just change stuff.
Yeah.
And like Dexter gets a lot of appointments and things like that, and it can just throw your whole week out. So we need to be quite flexible.
Yeah, this is why I was really looking forward to interviewing you, because we've had a lot more unschooly people on.
Yeah.
I don't know where I am. I think I'm somewhere in the middle, depending on what the week is like. But what I love about you is that you are unapologetically structured, because I know some people are like, if they're unschooly, sometimes they want to hide that if they've got a lot of structured friends, or vice versa. And sometimes I think in the home ed world is wonderful, but I think sometimes it can be a little bit of almost feeling superior if you're one style over the other. And I love that you are like, we're structured, this is the best for us, but that you are not like, it's not nailed to the wall for you. So if you could describe a bit more of what your day looks like and how it helps you, that would be brilliant.
I think structure on the face of it can be seen as like trying to copy school at home. And we don't try and do that. I think for us, because Dexter's got additional needs, and the needs that he's got, he thrives on routine. So we get the most out of him when he knows what he's doing. And the best way for us to do that is to be like, we have our breakfast, we do our maths, we do our English, we have a snack, we watch a bit of TV, and it's lay it out so he knows exactly where we are. at any point in the day. Whenever the routine's disrupted, his anxiety goes through the roof because he just doesn't know what he's doing. So it does change, but for us it needs to be quite as much as possible.
Yeah, because I think sometimes people equate child-led with unschooling, but actually if your child needs structure, then being child-led is being structured. So
and I set times within our structure to let them choose what to do. So it's a bit of both. We're not school at home, we're not doing maths at 9, English at 10, 11. You know, we try and be as flexible as we can, but I think within that it needs to be quite, like we have a dinner at roughly the same time every day, we have a break at roughly the same time every day, because if his break's a little bit late, it just throws him off for the whole day.
Yeah, what do you said you mentioned you had a lot of appointments and so on, and I know I'm sure you don't mind me saying, you broke your wrist recently as well, didn't you? So I'm sure that like added a big span to the works. What do you do when like something unexpected, or even I suppose the appointments are, you know, they're coming? How do you cope with balancing what you planned and kind of being flexible in that? That's
taken a lot of practice, to be honest, because I used to feel like we've missed an afternoon now, so we need to catch up. Whereas now it's like, we'll do it tomorrow. You can't help if things happen, you know, life happens and appointments happen and you fall over kids' toys and break your wrist happens, and you need to be able to say, no, we're not doing that today, we'll start again tomorrow. And like I plan out what we're going to do every month, and I've just been checking April's this morning to see where we are, and we've only done about a third of it. We're nowhere near ready to finish next week, so I'll just roll it on and we'll carry on in there, because you get to the point where I think you stop beating yourself up because you've not met a goal that you've set yourself.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a learning process at the beginning of the bed, because I definitely was like, oh no, we've missed something, or we're behind, and I hate that word.
I said we'd do this by the end of the month, and we've not done it, so I don't know what I'm going to do, because it messes up the rest of the month. And then I think you get to the point where you plan a month, and then you just see where you are, and if you need to push it on, you push it on. If you finished it, great, but if not, just move it. No one's going to know.
Exactly. And I think there's you can have structure kind of being your boss, or you can have structure being your tool. And I think what I respect with you is that it's your tool, that you use it to help you, and if it doesn't serve you, then you just you change that up. And I think that's
so often I get a bit bored, and I'm like, no, maybe we'll try and be a little bit more relaxed, and we'll try a bit loose, and it just does not work. And within a couple of days, I'm like, why have I done this?
I feel like I need to give a little bit more to structure for my kids as well. So I have been picking your brain, haven't I, in messages like, how do you do it? What should I do? Because in a different seasons, different things work for my kids. Like when it's sunny and they can be out and about, like structure kind of goes a bit out the window. But then in the winter, we need to hunker down a little bit. So I appreciate, like on your page, you give a lot of encouragement for people who are a bit more structured.
Being a bit flexible, like today's quite a nice day, so it allows you to be able to go, we're not going to do that today, we're going to go for a walk today. Like, if I can't push Dexter's wheelchair at the moment, but if I was able to, we'd be like, let's just go out this morning, we'll go for a walk, and we'll do those maths pages tomorrow, we'll pick up on it. I try and follow the school years a little bit, but we don't follow the term. So that gives you a little bit more flexibility, if you like, in meetings, because we don't take 6 weeks off in the summer. We work through, so it's like we've got plenty of time to catch up. It's a day.
That's what we do too. I noticed someone just in the comments said that they're 14 months in, and every day they're kind of questioning what they're doing. Do you have advice for when that's because it's sometimes just like your brain just can't stop thinking? Do you have any tips of how to, advice, I guess, for someone who's maybe just got through that first year and is still a little bit stressed out about it?
I still do. I still have days where I'm like, what am I doing? I've got no idea what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm doing it right, whatever right is. The only thing that you can do is just reset yourself, recalibrate why you're doing it, and take a break if you need to take a break. I try and ask myself, why am I feeling like that? Am I putting too much pressure on myself and it's failing? Or do we just need a break? The kids get to a point where they just need a week off and just to play with Legos all day and things like that. So it's trying to figure out what the cause of feeling like that is and what you can do to help it. So if it's just you that needs a break, there's no shame in taking a day off.
Exactly, yeah. And that's good to model to our kids as well. Like, I like the fact that they know that if they're having a hard day, that they can have space rest for themselves.
Definitely. Yeah. And like Daisy will come to me and just say, I can't do it, I'm too tired. So we'll just put it away and we'll try it again tomorrow then. Yeah. And it just, you need to be able to recognise when you need to step back and remember why you're doing it in the first place.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah. I think for me, like, community really helps as well, because the more I talk with people, one thing that I think has been a running theme of everyone I've interviewed is that people are just very honest and open about, like, this. It isn't some idyllic, like, pipe dream that is all like frolicking through wildflowers. That it's just real life, and real life is full of ups and downs. And when you talk to people who also have that, and they've had a wobble, and you can help them, and then vice versa, it really helps me.
You can feel like you're the only one, especially when, if you're looking through Instagram and you're seeing all these wonderful feeds of, you know, tough trays and curated activities, and it all looks wonderful, and then it's like, if I did that, they wouldn't touch it.
Yeah.
And I think it's being able to say, to stop comparing yourself to what other people do, because even if you've got somebody with a child who's the same age and the same development level, their needs are still going to be vastly different.
Yeah. It's hard. It is hard though, and I think it is, like you said, like, just, it's good. Part of the process is the wobbles, and just kind of riding them out, because all the time I'm like, that kid has done so much more writing than my kid. They're much further on in maths, and then we have 30 seconds left. Hasn't that gone quickly? I know. So the last 30 seconds, dogs or cats?
Cats.
Oh, what? I mean, some people. Do you have pets?
I've got a cat. We got a kitten about a month ago.
Oh yeah, I remember. So the time you broke your arm.
A week before, and it's a black cat. So there was a little part of my brain that was like, maybe we should send him back.
Yeah.
But Annie's tearing my carpet up as we speak. So
sounds like a big road. It's the one that was in a cupboard eating crisps. Oh, there we go. Time is up. Thank you so much. That was really quickly. It was a pleasure talking to you.
And you.
Have a lovely day. And so your page is Educating Dexter and Daisy, yes?
Yeah, that's me.
I'm sure you're okay with people heading over there to ask you more questions. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Definitely.
Thank you so much. Have a nice afternoon. Bye.
Bye. Bye.